Well, just a little footnote here. The slides were done. They were done. Now, isn't it lucky we set our stop mark for 1.85? And that should have given us a good deal of buffer above the final stop mark, which we estimated to be 1.78. So if you do the math, if you take away where we stopped, 1.85, from 1.78 where we thought we'd stop, we're ending up with a difference of 0.7 or 70 microns. So in some of these, I do see blue and red colors for interference. So we are probably up in the 40 to 50 micron mark. But when I hold this up again, the majority of this is down at the yellow scale. So we're just hovering above 35 to 40 micron. I'm not going to try to get the minerals down by hand. Of course, they're reading up near secondary colors. So we're going to leave them. And we'll just try to get the sediments between the rocks down to a reasonable level. Sometimes when you've got such difficult composite slides, the press just doesn't know how to read it. And so it's going to be pressing those samples to the glass in a variable way. Another indication of why it came off before we thought is that the resin between the glass and the sample used for mounting was thicker than it should have been. Could have been, thereby raising the thin section off the glass a little bit more, which means it's going to thin section quicker than had it been pressed to the zero bond. That one I'm kind of going for. And the double slide effect, sometimes they will press so well they'll go beyond the estimated stop mark. Sometimes with a composite they press surprisingly badly. But this is where your eye as the thin sectioner comes into it. You sitting on a stool by the machine with the benefit of looking through your hood to the sample plate to watch those samples grind. It's really your eye catching problems when they occur. I have to say, at 1.85, I was beginning to worry. They were thinning quicker than I thought they should. And I'm glad I stopped it there, because had I sent it on, we would have lost those samples. We would have lost them at 178. So, interesting stuff. It's interesting challenge. We're going to put on this afternoon the final little slide. It's really too dark on this camera to see. But this is the archaeological slide with what we hope is a floor surface in the middle. So this should grind much better and much more to what we expect, in stop points. So again, I will turn the camera on. I'll let you watch me one final time work with the machine to start and stop so that we can get it down to its 30 micron desired level. Alright, let's put it on for its coarse grind, and then we'll do our last thin sectioning video, watching this go to thin section.